You are being lied to every single day. And the worst part is, you probably don't even notice it. The people around you have learned how to manipulate language so well that their deception slides right past your defenses. They smile. They make eye contact. They say all the right words. But underneath, there is rot. There is manipulation. And if you cannot spot it, you will keep getting played. There are 5 phrases that liars use over and over again. 5 linguistic red flags that signal someone is feeding you garbage. Once you learn them, you cannot unhear them. You will start catching them everywhere. In your relationships, at your job, in the media you consume. These phrases are not accidents, they are weapons, and the people who use them know exactly what they are doing. The first phrase is this: to be honest with you. Stop right there. Why would someone need to preface a statement by telling you they are about to be honest? The implication is obvious. Everything they said before that moment was not honest. They are marking this specific statement as the exception, which means the default state of the conversation was dishonesty. People who are genuinely truthful do not need to announce it, they just speak. But liars, they need the verbal decoration. They need the performance. So they throw in to be honest or honestly or to tell you the truth. Because they are trying to manufacture credibility in real time. They are asking you to believe them, not because their words hold weight, but because they attached a disclaimer. It is a linguistic sleight of hand. And it works. Most people hear that phrase and relax. They think, oh good, now I am getting the real story. No, you are getting played. The second phrase is even more insidious. I would never lie to you. This one is peak manipulation. When someone says this unprompted, when no one has accused them of lying yet, they are doing something called preemptive defense. They are setting up a shield before the attack even comes. Why? Because they know their story does not add up. They know you might start questioning things. So they front-load the conversation with assurance. They are trying to guilt you out of your own skepticism. If you question them after they say this, you are the bad guy. You are the one who does not trust them. You are the one breaking the bond. It flips the script. Suddenly, your valid suspicion becomes a moral failing, and that is the point. They are not defending themselves against an accusation. They are inoculating you against ever making one. The third phrase is subtle but deadly. Why would I lie about that? This is the liar pretending to be confused by your doubt. It is rhetorical, judo. Instead of answering your concerns, they reframe the question to make you seem unreasonable. They are not engaging with the evidence. They are making you defend why you dared to question them in the first place. The phrase works because it sounds logical. It sounds like they are inviting you to think critically, but it is a trap. Because the answer to why would I lie about that is usually pretty simple. Because you have something to gain or something to hide. But they are not looking for an answer. They are looking to shut you down. And most people, when hit with that line, will back off. They will apologize. They will feel bad for doubting. And the liar walks away clean. The fourth phrase is one you hear constantly in corporate speak, in politics, in toxic relationships. I take full responsibility. Sounds noble, right? Sounds mature. Like someone is owning their mistakes. But watch what happens next. Nothing? Absolutely nothing. Because saying you take responsibility is not the same as actually being held accountable. It is a verbal escape hatch. People use this phrase when they have been caught, when the pressure is mounting, and they need to appear humble without actually changing anything. It is performative accountability. They say the words, you feel satisfied, and then life goes on exactly as it did before. No consequences. No real change. Just the illusion of remorse. And you let it slide because they said the magic words. They took responsibility, except they did not. They just said they did. There is a difference. The fifth phrase is the most dangerous of all. Trust me. When someone tells you to trust them, do not. Real trust is not demanded, it is earned. It is built through consistency, honesty, and time. When someone has to verbally ask for your trust, it means they know they have not earned it. They know their actions are not lining up, so they are trying to shortcut the process. They are asking you to ignore your instincts, to override your gut, to hand them credibility they have not worked for. And here is the kicker. People who are trustworthy never say trust me. They do not need to. Their behavior speaks for itself. But liars, manipulators, con artists, they need you to suspend disbelief. They need you to ignore the inconsistencies. So they ask for trust. And if you give it without question, you are handing them the keys to manipulate you. These 5 phrases are not just red flags. They are alarms. Loud, blaring warnings that someone is trying to control the narrative. And once you start noticing them, you will see them everywhere. In arguments with your partner who swears they would never hurt you, right before they do. In job interviews, where the manager says to be honest before lowballing your salary. In politicians who take full responsibility but never resign. In influencers and gurus who beg you to trust them while selling you garbage. The people who use these phrases are not monsters. They are not cartoon villains. They are normal people who have learned that language can be a tool of control, and they use it because it works. Because most people are not paying attention. Most people want to believe. Most people are too polite, too trusting, too conflict-averse to call it out. So the lies continue. The manipulation continues. And you keep getting played. But not anymore. Now you know. Now you have the map. And the next time someone hits you with one of these phrases, you will feel it. You will pause. You will ask yourself, why did they need to say that? What are they trying to hide? What are they trying to sell me? Deception only works in the shadows. It only works when you are not looking for it. But once you shine a light on it, once you know the patterns, it loses its power. You stop being the victim. You stop being the mark. You start being the one who sees through the smoke. So pay attention, listen carefully, not just to what people say, but to how they say it, the words they choose, the phrases they lean on, because language is not neutral. It is a battleground. And the people who know how to weaponize it will use it against you every single time. Unless you learn the game. Unless you see the red flags. Unless you stop letting them get away with it. The world is full of liars. But you do not have to be their fool.